Hello there guys, and welcome back to another video in Explain 11. This is quite a special video for me. If you don't know, me and Jack Roddick, who also owns a YouTube channel called Hot Knife Gaming. Oh wait, no, it's not actually called that. He's called Jack R Aviation now, I think. But yeah, anyway, we develop Explain 11 scenery. And recently, we have been working on, and have subsequently released, Fuerteventura scenery. It was about half a year in the making, and we released it about a week ago from when this is being recorded. Now, he's done a video flying down... Oh no, I think he's done a video flying up from there. So I thought I'd do a video flying down to there today. So today, we're in a Vueling A320. This is the Flight Factory A320. We're at Malaga. This is Aerosoft Malaga Airport. Malaga, yeah. And we're flying down to Fuerteventura today. So yeah, you'll get to see what the scenery is like. Obviously, I'll leave a link to the scenery in the description below, so you can go check it out there. It is currently, I believe it's just gone on 5 o'clock. Currently local time. It might be a bit. Should we go inside and check? Where's UTC? 15:45. Yeah, so. It's an hour ahead, isn't it? Yeah, okay, so it's just coming up on 5 o'clock local time. So it should be sort of early evening when we're arriving down in Fuerteventura. If I bring Navigraph over here, you'll see the routes that we'll be taking. So we're obviously at Malaga. We're going to be taking off. I'll bring up the. Actually, let's go from here. We're taking off on runway 13, so we're taxiing up here to take off. And then we're going to be departing on the Pimos to hotel departure. Out around like this to Pimos, and then we'll be following the route down across just past the Strait of Gibraltar, then over into Morocco, down past Casablanca and through Morocco, then out over the Atlantic past Lanzarote and into Fuerteventura on the Russick arrival. I can't remember which Russick 3 Sierra arrival today. It should still be perfectly light when we get down there. It shouldn't be night time yet. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. So we need to get the aircraft set up. So I've already loaded the fuel, the passengers and cargo, so they're all in. All the weights are sorted. I have set the IRSs aligning already, so that's should save us a little bit of time. Actually, if I clear that, it'll. Oh no, I need to enter the thing. Okay, I need to initialize them here. But first, I will put the route in. So, well, LEMG to GCFV. There we go. Ah, I put LEMG. LEMG /GCFV. Nice. Okay, we can set those initializing now, and it should tell me how long it is to go. It's not, whatever. Okay, flight number today, we are Vueling 1346, so VLG 1346. Alternate today is going to be Lanzarote. Cost index, I have no idea what Vueling use, so I just tend to use 20 as like my default one. That's probably a little high, but whatever, it gets us there quicker. We're cruising today at flight level 370. There we go. And then if we go on to the next page, we can just request the weights, and they all go in. So 7 tons of fuel today. Okay, departure. We're departing off runway 13 on the Pimos to hotel departure. Go down and enter the route. So upper November 869, to Galto. What is that? Galto. Then upper Bravo 11 to What is that? Mabap. Yeah. Mabap. And then we're direct to Russick. enter that in there. Okay, now I might as well enter the arrival actually, because it's pretty much always 01 at Fuerteventura. So I might as well just enter it now. So 01 ILS Zulu and Russic 3 Bravo, and we'll do a tender transition. Okay, cool. Right, so now we can go to the Perth. Actually, I'm going to get the let's get everyone belted. And let's get the APU starting up as well. We're going to take flaps, we'll do 1 today. So flaps 1, and the trim it wants us to take is 0.7 up. 0.7 up. Flex, now I learnt this recently. A friend told me this. Apparently, see this blue sort of triangle here, this like point of it? Apparently that is your flex temp. What it corresponds to over here is your flex temp. It's just what my friend Toby told me, so I hope he's right. But I've not gone off the end of the runway yet because of it, so we'll put 64 in. There we go, and we can get the V speeds and put 136 as the V1. Okay, the weather in Malaga. Well, as you can see, it's it is completely clear in terms of clouds, which is actually a little bit annoying because I've installed some new like cloud textures. I did want to check them out, but I don't think that will be happening. So 1009 for the QNH. Let's make sure it's set over there and say on the standby as well. We can put constraints on both sides. Initial climb, we'll get that from the charts. If I go back to this, where does it say it? Ingredients, 4,000. Pardon me, 4,000 feet. Okay. The APU. Oh, okay. Right. Normally, I'm sure. Normally, when you press master on, then you press start. And even though the light doesn't light up immediately, it does actually start, but that doesn't seem to have happened. Whatever. Okay, we can get rid of the. When you go to like move the mouse and the camera's like locked on. We can close the door, and we'll close the cargo doors, which also gets rid of those loaders. I think it's Sam Jetways here, so I can get rid of those. Sam, and if we go clear all, yeah, there we go. Goodbye Jetway. Okay, the APU's online now, so we'll take the APU bleed and we'll take external power off and then get the fuel pumps on. Okay, parking brake is set, so we can get rid of the ground power and might as well get rid of the chocks as well. Let's get a bit of pushback, press start, and we'll just do a sort of standard pushback. Like that. There we go. Apparently our speed brake levers at half. Okay, it's in now. There's the tug driving through everything. I really do like this Vueling livery. It's I say this Vueling livery like it's a special one. It's just the standard livery, but I don't know. I think it's really nice that the dots at the back and the yellow and grey works quite nicely. It's like quite vibrant. Right, so he's connecting. We'll get the beacon on. See, I think this guy's part of the scenery. He looks very like fed up with his life. There's another one here. Okay, let's connect him. If you hear some sort of noise outside, by the way, today I've got my windows open because the UK is currently quite hot, so you may hear like cars going by and stuff like that. Okay, we'll release the parking brake. We'll start the clock over there, and we yeah, just a quick check of everything, then yeah, we'll start the engines. So I never know, I think I've said this before in videos, I never know if they start 1 or 2 first. We go with 1 today. I don't know, I tend to like alternate, that's probably not what they do. But the only argument I've ever heard about which, like, leave your opinions in the comments below, please, because I've always heard conflicting information on this. But the one thing I always heard that made sense was they start 2 first, because the left-hand side is obviously where like the passengers have boarded. I mean, it's a jetway, so it's not really bad here. But when there's stairs, it's obviously where the passengers have gotten, and they could have like dropped stuff. So when you're starting number 1, which is the left side, obviously, you want it to be further away for it. You want it to have pushed back a bit already, so you're not like sucking anything in that they might have dropped. But I don't know. I imagine that the ground handling people kind of check for FOD, don't they? But whatever. So that's the only thing I've ever heard. So yeah, let me know your thoughts below. Okay, I think that's available, so we can start number 2 now. One complaint I always have about this add-on, as in the flight factor, is like you never really hear the PTU much. I think you hear a bit when you're in the cabin, but in the other Airbus add-ons, well, the ones that I've used anyway, you can hear it quite loudly. I think this is just like a quiet, like, background thing.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Right, okay, set the brakes.
Disconnecting tow. Standby.
Available, so we can put the starter to normal. We can go auto brake onto max. We can set flaps to 1. Goes the flight control page. Full left, check. Full right, check. Center, full up, check. Full down, check. Center, and then rudder left, check. And rudder right, check. And center. Okay, he can disconnect. Trim, let me just get that again. Perf data 0.7 up. So we'll set that now. There we go, 0.7 up is set. We can put the, what do I do? Okay, that one. We can put the MCDU over here onto flight plan, and we'll keep this one on perf. Okay, can get the APU and the bleed off. Strobe can go on auto. We can take the runway turn off and the taxi light on, and then we'll also come over here and we'll do a cabin ready. Excellent. Right, he's clear, he's waving. Yep. Nice thumb up. We can start taxiing. So I'll release the parking brake, give it a bit of throttle. We're taxiing to 1-3 today, so it's just basically right here and then all the way up to the end. Haven't set a squawk yet. So we're not even on VATSIM today, so it really doesn't matter, but you know, habit. We'll actually go left here onto that taxiway and then up. Should probably get my charts up. Yeah, okay, so a bit quick. Yeah, so we're just moving out onto Alpha, I believe this is. Yeah, Alpha. And then just straight down there to the end. And off we go. Do a takeoff config check. There we go, normal. So it's ECAM no blue now, which is good. This scenery is quite nice actually. It's normally like conversions, as in like straight off taxiway. Normally conversions, in like once the sceneries that have been converted from P3D or FSX to X-Plane, don't come out too nicely, but yeah, this one seems quite nice. The best ones are obviously the Fly Tampa ones, like Fly Tampa, Corfu, and Copenhagen are lovely. It almost always feels strange talking about scenery, like recommended scenery and stuff now, because I like develop it. So like in a way they're kind of like competitors, but I think because of the nature of like scenery development, like there's so many airports and they're so different. I think it's quite like I don't know, unless we're like making the exact same airport, they're not really a competitor. So I suppose they kind of are in a way, but I don't know. If someone wants like Fuerteventura scenery, they'll buy like Fuerteventura scenery, but if they want like Copenhagen, they'll buy Copenhagen. You know, it's yeah. Okay, it's quite a long runway here, so we can just take this first hold here. This first turn onto the runway. We'll do a rolling takeoff, so landing lights can come on, nose to takeoff, strobes to on. Slow it down a bit. We'll go TARA. And we can actually take the weather radar on as well.
Approaching 1-3.
So that someone's hammering something outside. Probably hear that. Do apologise. Approach looks clear. Obviously, not that's him. So yeah. We'll just nicely line up here.
On runway 13.
Okay. We're lined up. Nose pressure down. Spool to 50. Start the clock. Stable. Manflex 64 SRS runway. Auto thrust is blue. Knots. V1, rotate. Say positive rate, gear can go up. Just keep it on the flight director. Views of departure. Okay, so we'll climb, so we'll go back to climb thrust and pitch down. We can take autopilot 1 now and clean the aircraft up. Might as well just take all the landing lights and everything off just because it's daytime. We can disarm the speed brake and we can climb straight up because there's no control obviously. We can climb straight up to 370, which also means actually we can we can also set the altimeters to standard. Because we're climbing straight up. Okay, we can take flaps up now. Or flap 0. Is it marked as flap 0 or flap 0? Get some nice views of the Mediterranean. Spanish coast. I've never actually been to Malaga, it's somewhere I'd quite like to go. Time does it project we'll be landing? Okay, yeah. So yeah, what's that? So that's well UK time. That is 10 to 7, so it'll be 10 to 8 really? That's later than I expected in Fuerteventura. Start this turn now. Oh, there we go, see some clouds. Okay, so welcome back. We are on the descent into Fuerteventura. You can see it just ahead in front of us. We also have Lanzarote over here, so getting some nice views today. Finally seeing my cloud textures, which look pretty nice. I have actually been using Xenviro in the previous videos. However, it's basically it's like I get this weird like lagging. It was almost like stuttering, really. I suppose it's strange. It like when I move the camera around, it like freezes for a second. So until I can get that fixed, I'm using free stuff, which to be honest, I'm pretty pleased with. Like it's looking quite nice. So yeah. Anyway, voice break. Anyway, let's get some arrival information in. So if I go to the Perth page. We've got a QNH on the ground today of 1014. I've got a temperature of 26 degrees. Winds are 010 at 17, so that's pretty much a dead headwind. 17. If we go to the Navigraph charts, I'll bring it on screen. We're doing, I can never remember which like category the A320 is, but I think it's Charlie, so 292 I'll put as the minimum. 292. We'll do config full. We can take auto brake medium. See what sign is already on. I'll put the landing system on. And down here as well. And yeah, there we go, that's all good. Just passing sort of a 120. If we can see, there's the airport up ahead. This is, by the way, this is for the islands. It's called Spain UHD. It's like Ortho, but I'll leave a link to it down below. It's like Ortho, but it has the decals already applied to it, so it doesn't look so like low res. So yeah, it's quite nice. Some lovely views, some screenshots. I wonder if is it just me that does this? Like, I'll be on like final approach, and I'll be just like looking around trying to get screenshots. I'm terrible for it. Right, let's zoom the ND in. Fairly simple approach, as you can see. We just sort of fly around past tender and then straight in. I'll start getting configured about here, I think. In the Airbus, you kind of, well, the A320, you kind of want to be at flaps 2 by the time you're descending on the glide. So this is well, so it's 2,500. Well, yeah, we'll leave that 2,000. Might as well. But yeah, but at that point, like when we start descending on the glide, is 7.4 miles out. So yeah, we definitely want to be at flaps 2 by that point. Okay, we're at 10k. It's starting to get a little dark, so I'll put the line lights on. It's still fairly bright, obviously, but I don't know. I feel like evening's starting to set in. if you've never been to Fuerteventura in real life, I'd strongly recommend it. Obviously, like maybe not at the moment because of global health crisis, but you know, when that's over, I would recommend going to Fuerteventura. It's a lovely lovely island. In fact, these I've flown here quite a bit in videos. I've done like I think 3 videos already flying down here. So this is the 4th. So I might have already said this, but I don't know. Those old videos aren't as good anyway. I don't think so. But anyway, as I was saying, these like white sandy bits, it's sand that's like blown over from the Sahara. So there's like one big area where you've got this like white sand, and then there's an area down there you can sort of see at the bottom. Yeah. And when you're on those beaches, it's like really like just white sand that's really fine, like almost like talcum powder. I mean, not that fine, but you know, it is as sand goes, it is quite fine. Right, we might as well set the local QNH now. So 1014, and we'll say on the standby as well. There we go. So we're just coming around now. We're about to turn on to final in a second. I might actually vector myself because it's going to overshoot a little bit. So what I'll do is activate the approach phase now, and the speed will start coming down. And then I can begin getting the flaps out. So once that speed drops a little bit, I'll pop it to flaps 1. Which doesn't seem to be coming down. Let's put out a bit of speed brake. There we go. Well, I also take manual heading, and I'm going to bring the heading around just so we intercept it at a lot shallower of an angle. I can take flaps 1. Maybe not that shallow. We'll do 320, ironically, because F101, that's the point where we need to be at 2,500. Which will easily be by that point, but that's where we need to sort of start on the glide slope.
2,500.
So you can see the speeds continue to come down. Once it passes 200, I will bring the speed brake in. We can. I've still overshot it 1 minute. Oh. I wasn't brilliant. Although I did that to not overshoot it, and then I overshot it anyway because I wasn't paying attention. Brilliant. Alright, spirit retract and armed. We can now. We're at 10 miles actually. We'll just leave it where it is, and it'll keep us throttled up. And then just before we intercept the glide, I'll bring flaps 2 in. Probably with the gear down when we start descending. Because basically, if you leave it at flaps 1, it won't let itself go below this S speed. I don't know what S stands for, probably speed, but yeah. The hell? Okay. I thought it was on the approach there. It's fine. We'll take flaps 2 and gear down now then. It was weird. It seemed to. I think it stuck to the heading. I thought it was establishing on the approach at that point, but clearly not. We might need to bring a bit of vertical speed in. There we go. Now actually it's got it. So right, it should start descending on the glide then. Okay, cool. Right. Runway turn-offs can come on. Nose lights can go to takeoff. We can go flaps 3 now. Look at that, it's really nice with the Spain UHD, doesn't it? I see a shadow there. No, that was the aircraft shadow for a second. Right, anyway, we're now descending on the glide. Flaps can go full. We want the missed approach altitude of find it, 4,000 feet. So we can preset that now. It's going to start coming over Caleta de Fuste. If you look here, by the way, these are all custom, like hand-placed buildings that we've done. Like all the hotels, we've made a collection of loads of buildings that sort of look like they do in real life, and we've placed them all around Caleta de Fuste, which is this part, and this area as well, which I don't know the name of. But yeah, I think it looks pretty nice. You can see some of them down here. I believe this is a big golf resort down there. Okay. Right.
1,000.
We will disconnect the autopilot from my aircraft. Now this approach, I often screw it up. I think it's because of the massive display threshold they've got here. I end up getting way too low.
Approaching 0, 1.
500. 400.
Did you say we've got a bit of a tailwind now? That is nothing like we planned. I don't know if the weather's maybe a bit broken, but whatever. See, look, I'm drifting low. It's weird. I feel like I'm high, but not, you know what I mean. I feel like I'm high. Minimums is landing. Or continue, whatever they say.
200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 5.
Well, there we go. Okay. Ground spoilers versus green. .60 knots, we can go manual braking, and we can put the reversers to idle.
3.
And we'll take this exit here.
Remaining.
Stow the reversers now. And we'll just vacate here. And stop the clock. And we can clean the aircraft up. So retract all the flaps, disarm the ground spoilers, line lights can come off, strobe back to auto, nose light to taxi, start the APU, and we'll taxi in. Not sure where we will put it today. Should we go down the other end actually on one of the remotes on the other side maybe? Actually no, let's go in front of it, yeah. Let's go in front of the text there. Just so you know that it's Fuerteventura. Right, take the weather radar off. Landing system and flight director off. APU bleed on. And there we go. There's a flight time on that. An hour 49. Not bad. I think Vueling operate, I think as well as another airline does it as well, 737. Can't remember which airline, it might be Air Europa, I can't quite remember. But they do flights from loads of places in Spain down to the Canaries. So yeah, it's worth doing. Not shorter than, like, well, half the time of the sort of standard like 4-hour flights from like the UK and Germany that a lot of people tend to do. We take stand 17 here. Take the lights off and bring it on to stand. We have a safe dock here. set the parking brake, engine's off. We can release the passengers, fuel pumps can come off. Stop the clock over here. No jetway on this stand, so bring in ground power, bring in the chocks. Move that to stairs. Beacon can come off. Onto the ground power now. And then we will call the stairs. Call the baggage loaders. Sports at 2000. Alright, we're good. So, welcome to Fuerteventura. I hope you enjoyed that flight down here. So yeah, I'll have a little show of the scenery. So it's got full PBR textures, as you can kind of see on the windows there, like the reflectivity. Yeah, it's like basically everything in this, well, more or less everything in the scenery has PBR textures on it. We have ground traffic. If I can't see any, there's one. We have little like baggage carts driving around. We've got auto gate. Yeah, I suppose you can't see it on the stand we're on, but we've got auto gate jetways on most of the stands. We've actually, like, and I kind of, a lot of people don't see the point in this, but I don't know, I kind of like it. We've paid quite a bit of attention to sort of the out front area, so we've got like some nice modelled coaches with like the actual like brands that are there, like 2E, Jet2, orange people. What is it? Grupo 1844. Got like all the cars, like the higher cars out front, as well as the surrounding area, obviously, which you saw on approach. So yeah, I hope you like seeing it. It's available on the Explain store for $19.99. What's that in pounds? I don't quite know. That's about, I don't know, £15, something like that. So yeah, it's I don't think it's too much. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. If you want to support us, please get the scenery. You know, if you want to support the channel. Yeah, I'll probably do another video flying out of here somewhere maybe. So if you have any requests for that, then let me know. Or requests for other videos, like other places to fly. Always feel free to let me know in the comments. But yeah, until next time, I shall bid you farewell. And yeah, see you in the next video. Bye.